Hi everyone, I'm Linda. This is the first in a series of videos describing the inhumane conditions at Adams Correctional Center in Natchez, Mississippi. More immigrants are held in Adams than any other ICE facility. I hope you will watch this all the way through and please share. This information needs to reach the right people. I have had several conversations with Jesus Medina, a Venezuelan immigrant in Adams. Recordings of the conversations will be available on my website soon. Adams lacks basic human needs like sufficient food and clean water. The men are not allowed outside and are used as forced labor. First, let me tell you a little of Jesus' story. After an interview with the U.S. consulate in Mexico, Jesus was welcomed into the U.S. by Customs and Border Patrol in December 2023. In Venezuela, Jesus was labeled a terrorist, in part because he was the secretary of a party in opposition to Maduro. Yes, that Maduro, the Venezuelan dictator our government wants to overthrow. In other words, on this issue, Jesus is on the same side as Trump, even as he languishes in a facility that violates the U.S. Constitution and all human rights treaties we are party to. Jesus was detained on September 29th when his credible threat was dismissed. He agreed to self-deport to Colombia, not a country safe for him, but safer than the U.S. On November 17th, we were told he would be deported within 48 hours. Instead, he was taken to Adams. For more than 2 full days, he was shackled, including while sleeping and using the toilet. The guards would not even release one hand so he could clean himself properly. Between bad food and contaminated water, most of the men are sick with stomach issues. Many also have sore throats and fevers. Jesus says, I want to document everything that's happening here, this outrage, because this is a kidnapping. What we have here is a graveyard of living human beings, a living cemetery. We're locked up. We haven't been deported. There are many who have paid for their passage and haven't been released. A law that was passed last week says if an immigrant is not being charged with a crime, you can only be in jail for 10 hours. But we've already been here for 2 months, other friends for 6 months, up to 27 months. Where is the respect for human rights? Jesus still has faith in the rule of law. He asked me if I could get word to Congress about the atrocities that are being committed in a for-profit federal prison because there needs to be an investigation. But I need a bigger voice than I have. If you know politicians or even a prominent media person, business leader, or celebrity, anyone who can command attention, please reach out to me. There is a contact form on my website, freedomdemocracytruth.org. More on the horrendous conditions in the next video. Please stay tuned.